Hey guys, welcome back. Drip Coach here with Drip and Farm Portfolio. We don't trust, we verify and operate with integrity and transparency. Today we're diving into some bullish news on the road to BNB improvements and what it could mean for the bull run. So stay tuned. All right, in my humble opinion, we should see some positive price action in BNB based off of a few catalysts coming up. And the first one is BNB Chain introduces Gasless Stablecoin payments initiative. So what they have done is partnered with other centralized exchanges and have decided to make fee-free transfers to basically increase crypto adoption. They said they want to basically be responsible for onboarding the next billion users in crypto. And they say that stablecoins is one of the important use cases or stepping stones into crypto, because users need to have something that they can use on a daily basis. And in this article, they're talking about that classic buying something with a cup of coffee. So as crypto becomes more and more adopted, there has to be a way for you to be able to walk into a store, purchase something with it, and the price or the value of your token not change dramatically from you picking up the item in the store and getting to the checkout counter. And stablecoins is the solution for that. So this article by BNB on bnbchain.org says BNB Chain has established itself as the third largest stablecoin ecosystem with a market cap of almost 5 billion in August. Approximately 19 million stablecoin holders actively engage in DeFi and CeFi centralized finance. And they give a bunch of other reasons why it's important, things of that nature. I just think it's really cool to see them doing this. And then they're collaborating with other wallets like BitGet, SafePal, Trust Wallet coming soon, and other centralized exchanges like Mexi and HTX. So I'm not quite sure how that works, but I guess by partnering with these other exchanges and it being on the BNB chain, they just will say, hey, if you're using these stable coins, i.e. FDUSD, the USDT, and USDC, they had it listed somewhere. But those are the three. So if you're using it, I'm guessing they will just waive the fee or make it feeless, no gas. So that's pretty cool. And I say again that this is one of the two bullish pieces of news, because also coming soon, Mr. Changpeng Zhao shall be released as well. And he already stated that after he stepped down from Binance, before he was put into jail/prison, he said that once he gets out, his goal is to just focus on DeFi and building on the Binance ecosystem. He had some tweets a while back about learning for children and stuff like that. So I don't know if he's gonna build some dApps or what he'll be doing, but he definitely said he'll still be focused on building in the DeFi space and, of course, onboarding more and more people into crypto. So that ends at the end of September. And as of today, this video is being made on the 18th in Cambodia. It's also the 18th in the US. So we should be hearing about the FOMC meeting as well. Now, I don't know if that's going to mean some more short-term volatility. I've heard stuff about the stock market crashing. I've heard, all sorts of different stuff, dovish, hawkish for the Fed. I have no idea what will take place, but we do know that marching into Q4 and beginning of Q1, we do start to get into that banana zone. So we're still sitting at just a $2 trillion market cap. The all-time high of it was just over 3 trillion. And as Raoul Pal said, this is a $100 trillion asset class. I'm sorry, 10 trillion in the next in this cycle, I believe, and 100 trillion in 10 years. Yeah, 100 trillion in 10 years. So it's a 50x in the next 10 years. So there's plenty of opportunity to still take part in this, even though it could be a bumpy ride. And I'm still just bullish on BNB. I was listening to a podcast, or maybe it was a Twitter space, but it mentioned something about centralized exchanges, or not centralized exchanges. What do you call that? Chains that are not 100% decentralized. So centralized chains like Binance, how right now it seems as though that's not what the space wants, so to speak, especially those that are really big Bitcoin maxis. They all want this decentralization and autonomy. But what they mentioned in this, and I never thought about it from this standpoint, it's like, yeah, as things move forward and we get more regulatory clarity, these chains that are centralized will actually be more nimble and able to capitalize on that, because they don't have to wait for a vote and consensus to make changes. It's literally just a few people. So right now it sucks because you have the strong arm of the law with the SEC trying to crack down on these exchanges. But if you get more favorable regulations across the board globally, and they say that these chains are okay, then that is the green light for stuff like this to take off, because there's no more uncertainty and they can do whatever they want. And Binance is already, in that number one spot globally for a centralized exchange. So it's a double-edged sword. We say we want decentralization and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, we also don't want to get scammed or rugged. And there is definitely some level of, what would you call that? Trust or expectation, especially for the normies coming in, where they want to have someone to point the finger of blame at when something goes wrong. So like in your traditional banking sector, you can call customer support or whatever the case may be and get things fixed. And there is nothing like that in the true decentralized blockchains. It's like, hey, you send in to the wrong address, or you type in the wrong thing, or you interact with the wrong thing, tough shit, DYOR. That's the cost of doing business. But that barrier, that cost, is definitely going to be more than a lot of the normies want to swallow. And even some of us have been around for a while. We make a dumb mistake, we wish we could go back and fix that. Or if you're seeing all these scam contracts and scam devs out there, we wish somebody would go out there and, right the wrong, so to speak. So I believe at some stage, there will be some regulatory clarity, and these chains like BNB will see their day in the sun. So especially since it's sitting at that number one spot as a centralized exchange. So I don't think it's dead. I don't think it can do as many X's as like your Solana or your Ton or anything like that. But I don't think it's going anywhere, just because of how long they've been in the space, and they weathered the storm against the SEC and paid out billions. What was it? 4.3 billion they paid out. Like, it just said, here, fine, we're done. So that is huge, in my opinion. That just shows the resilience and the transparency and liquidity of BNB. Like, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes and ties to China or not, but they got the money and they proved it and was able to pay that out and keep the chain running with no issues. So that's a good thing for me. So we'll see what CZ has in store and what the markets do with this news on BNB, as well as the FOMC meeting when this comes out. So that's all I got. Smash that HBO special, help brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, live daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Spritz Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.